Yo. You tired of losing? Won't you jump on the bandwagon?
I bet you think your team on top, but now we're hot and got this here on lock. Listen and watch.
Don't be lollygagging while they jumping on the bandwagon.
I bet you think your team on top, but now we're hot and got this here on lock. Listen and watch.
Don't be lollygagging while they jumping on the bandwagon. Come on, jump on a squad you can't front on. You know we in the building when this theme song come on. Riding with the captain, brother J, pragmatic, the mastermind behind it, so you know we gotta have it. Young Promosito still do it for the people. Keep the show flowing, plus some catchy little jingles. Put it all together, it's a hit. We ain't bragging, everybody and they mama jumping on the bandwagon.
I bet you think your team on top, but now we're hot and got this here on lock. Listen and watch.
Don't be lollygagging while they jumping on the bandwagon.
I bet you think your team on top, but now we're hot and got this here on lock. Listen and watch.
Don't be lollygagging while they jumping on the bandwagon.
What's going on with your world? Stormy J. Bragg, the illustrious one, the Bandwagon Radio in full swing. You know how we do this thing, man. Hit that bell right now and subscribe so you get those notifications when we drop a new episode like this one right here. Another special edition of the Rundown segment here on the Bandwagon Radio, where I myself, J. Bragg, sits down with artists across the globe, give them a chance to open up about their music, their personal life, and you know we got to drop that new heat for the end of the show is out. Today, got a crazy dope artist hailing all the way from Atlanta, Georgia on the phone lines right now. Introducing to some and much to others, my man Rell is on the phone lines. What's up, Rell?
Yo, what's going on with it, bro?
Man, right here. Pleasure to have you on the bandwagon. Thank you for jumping on, bro.
Oh, man, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate being here.
Yes, sir. I had a chance to check out that new single, Graduated. We're going to talk about the new single. A little later on, I'm going to give you a chance to introduce it, of course. And then at some point during the show, man, I do want to give you some feedback of what I thought of the record, just as a fan of music, all right?
All right, cool.
Cool. But first and foremost, for all my listeners, just rewind a little bit. Talk to us a little bit. Are you from originally Atlanta, Georgia area?
Nah, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana originally.
Okay, talk to us a little bit about growing up in New Orleans a little bit, and then what led you and brought you over to Atlanta, Georgia?
Man, well, growing up in New Orleans, man, I really was just like, a type of kid stayed to himself or whatever, man. It was really just, I was in a joint before music or whatever, and I kind of found myself dabbling into music, and we wound up moving to Atlanta because of Katrina, man. So I wound up really coming out here, but.
So Katrina brought you out.
Yes, Atlanta.
Katrina, okay. Now, what would you say you pretty much found yourself musically and creatively in New Orleans?
Yeah, most definitely. I started rapping at like 12.
Okay, all right. So now that you're in Atlanta, Georgia, what do you feel like Atlanta has given you as far as the artistry and the creativity now that you're in that market?
Since I've been here, whatever, I met a lot of cool people. A lot of people really kind of got their little connections in the game, whatever, and really kind of furthered me along because I got here at like 19 or whatever, and I've been in studios, but not as many. So I kind of like, as I was out here, I kind of got introduced to a whole nother like side of music, really.
Now, would you say that you can appreciate this newfound side of you?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Like it's helping a lot, man. It's helping from my culture from Louisiana and mixing it with the A-Town sound or whatever. It's really a push, man. It's a furtherance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about this Graduated single, the new single. What was the purpose of this record as the creator in your mind? What was the purpose of making this record?
Man, at the time, I was rapping a whole different way, real street, real just talking about, things I've been through, things I've seen and stuff like that. Just, the type of culture, what the music, the culture do or whatever. So when I graduated, the whole mixtape and my whole single was just positive, man. So it's kind of just like a metaphor for graduating to the next level, you know what I mean? To being better.
Oh, that's dope. So it's almost like you graduating to the next step in life.
Yeah, like just graduating, man, to bigger and better things, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, what would you say is the feelings or the emotions you wanted to pull out of the listener, the person hearing this song? What feelings did you want them to have?
Really, the beat itself give you this like real like like a deep feeling, like a real like you know what I mean. Kind of like a sense of peace. The beat real smooth. As far as the lyrics, man, it's just like I want the listener to feel like I want to feel like I feel, man, like they graduated, like they're on a high level, bro. Like just feel like you know what I mean. They better than they was yesterday. You know what I mean?
All right. Okay. Now, why did you pick this type of style for the song? Because it's a very unique style for this record. Why did you pick this style? And why did you feel it was the need to go with this type of style for this record?
I ain't gonna lie, man. The beat was kind of just talking to me. I threw the beat on because I was going through a bunch of beats or whatever. When that beat came on, I just found myself just kind of turning it. You know what I mean? That was like the first words popped in my mind, and just my deliverance to the beat. It all just came together, man. It wasn't even like playing. I was just like really just playing with like little few words on a beat, and it just came out like that.
Okay. Now, I know you got the Mixtape project. Talk to our listeners a little bit about what they can expect from the Mixtape.
Oh man, really, I'm touching on a lot of touchy subjects. Whatever I talk about, racism, some streets, but not too much. Relationship, just all type of things. You know what I mean? So just expect to be, just be surprised, man. Ain't no telling what you get from that mixtape, man. I just hope they get, I hope they get something from it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to drop jewels. You know what I'm saying?
Talking to my man Rell right now, representing out of Atlanta, Georgia, by way of New Orleans. Got the new single Graduated. How have you pretty much adjusted to the market? Do you feel like the market is taking to you well and taking to your music well? What's the support been like since you've been in Atlanta?
Well, I feel like, they take it to me. Everything was kind of like a process or whatever, but so far so good, man. It has obstacles along the way, but especially with this project, I'm getting a lot of good feedback, man. Okay.
That's good. Especially being in a new area, you know what I'm saying? I want to know what that temperature is like, what the feeling is like. I'm sure back home you might have those people that rock with you, that homegrown, family, friends, out the mud type niggas that's already supporting you. But I want to know how it is in that new city, in that new market, and if they're gravitating towards the sound and the music,
Well, man, when I first came here, whatever, I kind of was to myself at first for the music. A female kind of hooked me up with somebody with a studio or whatever and kind of got me up and rolling. I just went to meet people as I went. And I kind of was in my own lane or whatever. And I just went to making my own vibes and just, I had to meet people and see what's going on and learn, you know what I mean? So it really was just like, keeping the game out and seeing where I fit at in it,
Right. Now, I definitely got to feel it out sometimes too. So that's dope.
Yeah, see what's going on out there.
Now, what do you think are some pros and what are some cons from having to move from New Orleans to Atlanta? What are some pros that worked out for you? What are some cons, some things that you're still working on or working through?
Well, right now, the pros and cons for me is I watch the game. Usually when artists blow, they usually blow in their own hometown or whatever. So that was the first thing that kind of threw me, But it's a lot of people that travel places to blow to, and kind of like the second con for me was not actually being here and really not, you know what I'm saying? Not too much knowing that the inner workings of the business down here, because I feel like each state have its own little, its own way it work or whatever, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But for the pros, man, just like, this is the hub, you know what I mean? This is where everybody comes. This is like Black Hollywood, so it's a lot of opportunity out here, and it's a lot of love and a lot of good vibes. It's the same thing, it's the same thing back home, you know what I mean? So, but as far as my New Orleans side, you know what I'm saying? I got that I bring my culture to, that real jazzy, that real, second line type of thing going on, that real down south kind of flow to it, and I just mix it together, so it's working for me,
Okay. Now, let me take this time. I'm gonna give you a little feedback, like I said, of what I thought of the record. Graduated.
Right.
I thought it was some nice lyrics, nice writing on this record. I thought it was a nice delivery overall, relatable content. I thought the production was dope, and it definitely puts you in a zone, if you will. I love the melodic tones with the R&B kind of hip-hop energies kind of all meshed in. I can definitely hear it on hip-hop radio, but I don't think it's limited to radio. I can hear it in different places, different mediums. So I don't think it's limited or boxed into just radio. I think it has the potential to be in a couple different places or spaces, all right?
Oh, man, thank you, man. That mean a lot, man. Appreciate that.
No doubt, fam. Now, I look forward to hearing more. From what I'm hearing so far, it definitely opens up my mind to being, open-minded to hearing more records from you.
Right, man. I'm working, man. I'm grinding, man. Just trying to stay consistent, bro.
That's right. Now, let me ask you this. Who are some of those artists that kind of like inspired you, that made you want to even get involved in writing and being an artist?
Man, well, like, most definitely I'm going to say Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told the story a lot, but I'm going to say Bow Wow as far as a kid. As a kid, he kind of, like, did something to me in that moment.
Okay.
Eminem, I like Eminem. And it's a lot. I never realized how big my list is. Couple female rappers too, Lauryn Hill, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it go on and on. But there's a lot of people when I really sit down and meditate on music, when I really was like grinding, I used to listen to a lot. But the first person always gonna come to mind was Tupac, because my stepfather used to play him all day and night. That's the first person I ever heard rap, so Tupac for sure.
Okay. Now, who are some people that deserve some acknowledgments or shout-outs, if you will, for their help or support along the way? I'm sure there's some people that deserve some shout-outs.
Oh, in my career?
Yeah. As far as behind the scenes, helping you with the music side, anything.
I'm going to say, first and foremost, always God. I put God first. My pops was like the first cat that I put me in the studio, man. He, to this day, that's my man's. And, he always been pushing me, man, to good or bad. My mom's, always been behind the scenes pushing me, same thing. All my partners, my YDD Street fam, my little brother, Polux, my family, you know what I mean? I got a lot of support, man. That's why I think I'm still hanging in there, you know what I mean? So, everybody behind the scenes, you know what I mean? That's really been, putting in work for me, you know what I mean?
Right. Now, let me ask you this, Rell. How does a studio session look with you? How do you prepare to record? Take us in the studio for a moment, set the tone for it.
Oh, man, I get up first thing. We get up early for the studio, man. I've been recording on Sunday, so I go every Sunday. I get up early Sunday morning, you know what I mean? I'm out the door probably like 8:30. I'm there probably 9:30, you know what I mean? We meditate, you know what I mean? Do that. We got to get out more, you know what I mean? Like I said already, we getting out more. We get right, man. We set the mood, you know what I mean? LSD lights on, looking good, And, if it all depends. If it's a mixtape session, I probably got beats prepared. If it's just a beat session, I have my producer make a beat from scratch. While he making the beat, we writing and we just, we saying the vibes, we saying chemistry, man. We coming up with the hook and we going there. And as we, as we create and we record too, I like progress. So if we make the hook right there, we record the hook right there. You make your verse right there, you make your verse right there, you record it right there. And we, we listen to it and, we keep the feeling alive,
Gotcha. Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Do you have any fears when it comes to recording or performing? Any fears?
Oh, any fears? Just not giving it my all, man. Just knowing I could do more and not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Not letting fear or nerves, stop my performance. Cause I like to use it. So, that's it. Just not letting nothing stop me giving it my all, man.
Gotcha. So you say you like to use that to your advantage, even the fear, even the energy of being, a little jittery.
Yeah, man. It's all adrenaline, man. It's, it's all that fight or flight response. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Now, being an artist in the game, take yourself outside of the spectrum for a moment and look at the playing field. How do you feel about the climate of today's music and the artistry you're hearing and seeing?
Oh man, I'm gonna start off. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to be Mr. Not Mr. Grumpy old man, but people always try to say, excuse me, that it's a business, this and that. We know, what's going on, but right now, music kind of in a weird state right now, as far as just like the content. Excuse me, now it's far as for the young people, just the type of music they drop, or whatever. Like I said, I come from the culture, I understand it. It's just in the state right now, and it's not just all that, because there is genres. There's gospel music, regular hip hop, gangster music,
right.
But just but the mainstream is being pumped right now is that the rock kind of music. My thing is I just wish it was a little more message and in the content a little more, because it's a lot of kids listening now, and I'm just taking it upon myself, and even in the interviews it's saying like a lot of people know what they're not saying, so it's in a weird state for me. I'm not gonna say good or bad. It's just in a real weird state.
I respect that. I like to ask artists that because I want to get a sense not only from the artist side, but from the the human side, the personal side.
Yeah. I can't say I don't listen. I can't say I love it. Like DJ Academic say, the music sounds good. And these dudes are really talented just to be able to say those things and make it sound good when we all know it's not. But it's jam. What I mean? Talent is talent. But what's real is real.
Right. Now, does that affect how you record your music? Like what you're hearing and seeing out here? Do you feel like that affects how you record or even put out your music?
I ain't gonna lie, in the beginning it did, because my deal kind of revolved around that. See, when me and my pops began, when we doing the Answer the Call, the graphic thing, I was rapping the same way. I was in my mind state, I was going through what I was going through, And when he came at me with this positive thing, he got his channel. Y'all check him out, Major TV, Let's Talk on YouTube, whatever. Okay. He needed somebody to do his theme music, and this black orient, black positive music. So as I'm listening and taking it in, that was born. Answer the call and everything I was doing. But like I said, I still had the other side of me that was, so going in the studio became real hard because, my partners and everybody, we ended up making this type of music, but I just finished doing this and my heart wasn't done no more, I kind of stepped out the box, and long story started kind of tearing me apart. I had to really make a choice.
So would you say that was pretty much a crossroad for you then?
Yeah, this whole thing was, bro. I can't even lie to you, bro. That's a real deal, bro.
So do you believe you have a calling or a mission with what you're doing there?
I believe we all do, man. I think if you can do something good, just do it. So yeah, I believe that.
Okay. Talking to my man Rell right now, representing out of Atlanta, Georgia, by way of New Orleans. Got the new single Graduated. Now, let me ask you this. If you had to sell yourself to my listeners right now, who is Rell? Why should they follow the movement? Why should they listen to the music?
Oh, man. I say you should follow Rell because, what I'm saying, I'm standing for something that's positive, man. That's the first thing, man. And I believe we should support each other, either way, what I mean? And I'm just trying to give back something good, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes fans to make these artists. Why I understand a lot of people get big heads and think, y'all make us. I would never be, real, whatever I become in the future without fans, So whatever y'all make me, I'm just trying to give it back in a positive way, man. I could give it, whatever, I could give it back in a lot of ways. I'm just trying to give it back the right way, man. In my lyrics and even how I carry myself, it's a song to one,
Now, what would you say is your ultimate goal in the music industry as an artist?
I want to leave a legacy, man. I want to make classical music. Just in the industry wise. I don't want my music to fade. I just want to, I want my music to, really mean something. I want somebody to say my music helped them or they could relate to it. I want it to be a pillar. You know what I mean? I want it to mean something, stand for something.
Now, what's coming up for Real Rell? What's on the verge? What should our listeners be on the lookout for?
Right now, you know, we still promoting that single Graduated. Y'all go download it, man, and promoting that mixtape, Answer the Call. And we're in the lab right now, you know, cooking up either EP or album. I don't want we ain't make the final say, but that's in the making. I stay in the lab, so you know, just trying to come with more heat, man.
Okay. Now, would you say you have a give back? I like to ask this part just for, you know, again, the personal side of the artist. Like, do you have any type of give back or community piece that you have that you're working on or that you would like in the future to add to your music side of what you're doing?
Well, right now, man, you know, that's my pop side of thing, you know, and I'm backing him up, you know what I'm saying? He's real deep, you know, in the community, you know what I'm saying, and helping people in the community. So, man, that's inspiring me. So, yeah, man, most definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all go to Major TV, Let's Talk, and he posts up, you know, daily things in community, daily things he do. So, you know, and I might be out there supporting, performing, or just giving back, man, doing whatever I can do to help. So, y'all just look out for that, man.
Tell them tap in.
Yeah, tap in, man. Major TV, Let's Talk, man.
Now, you're somebody that's been around the game for a minute now. What's one major, like, positive thing you can appreciate about the music industry and the industry itself? What's a positive thing you like about the industry?
I like that it's making so many opportunities for black people, man, and just people in general. I mean, I love that it's, you know, it made a lot of opportunities to take care of a lot of families, and you know, and it made a way for a lot of people to express themselves. You know, it changed the game in a lot of ways, man. You know, we're making history through it too. So it's a strong vehicle, you know, for black people. You know what I mean? And like I said, for people in general, you know what I'm saying? To just get out there and express themselves, man. And like I said, take care of their families.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a good point. Now, we talked about a positive. What's some negatives that you dislike about the industry?
I hate the influence they have. I hate the brainwashing qualities. I hate the cutthroatness of it, man. I hate the division in it, you know. And the list goes on. You know, it's a scale with me with it. So, you know, it's a lot of negatives. You know, it's a lot of backstab. You know, it's a lot of instigating. It's a lot of just you know, a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? With the media's. It's just a lot of over publicizing BS, you know. So it's just a lot, you know.
Mm. Yeah, I had this conversation with a partner of mine a couple of days ago, and we touched on that aspect right there. You know, there's the positive sides, of course, and then you got your negative sides of the industry and the game. You try to take the good with the bad. But the bottom line is, like I was telling him, is, you know, you always got to have, if you're a true believer, right? You're a believer in any higher spirit, higher energy. You believe that there should be a light in every dark corner, right?
I do. But I do believe it. I believe it when it comes to balance, but I believe everything has an end. You know what I mean? So the darkness has an end too, I guess. You know, I guess that's what it's all about. You know, that their judgment and, you know, what side you on. But for now, you're right. That's what keep balance alive. That's what keep the world spinning.
Right. Huh? Talking to Real Rell right now, representing Atlanta, Georgia by way of New Orleans. Before I let you introduce the new single, of course, to the people, go ahead and give out that social media. I want to make sure they can stay tapped in with you, bro.
Yeah, man, this your boy Real Rell, man. Y'all go check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That's gonna be Real Rell Vinny. On YouTube, The RealRellMusic, and I have my own official website, RealRellMusic.com, man. Y'all come holler at your boy, man, and stay tuned.
It's great like that, man. Go ahead and introduce that new song for the folk.
Man, this your boy Real Rell dropping his new single, Graduated. Y'all go download that thing, man.
It's great like that, and you're going to hit it right now for the first time. Yeah, do me a favor. Turn it up right now. It's Bandwagon Radio. Let go.
Oh, yeah. Like that. Yeah. I'm back, baby. Really don't care if they congratulate me. Ain't like I graduated. Nah, I'm lying, boy, I graduated. Cause I'm in a different class. They looking like teachers' pet. I ain't studied for exams. Damn, now let me walk bought you like I own a place. Shit stay on my shoulder and you know I got a bone to pick. Let me see your skeleton, black and I'm militant. Plus I am a ladies man, forgive me for my shady past. Born in the asylum, made friends with the maniacs. Got tired of wildin', now I'm studying my lineage. Music been so negative, this sounding so primitive. But homie, I ain't hating, that's how you feed your fam and your kids. I'm back, baby. They don't care if they congratulate me. Ain't like I graduated. Nah, I'm lying, man. I graduated cause I'm in a different class. They looking like teachers' pet. I ain't studied for exam. I hope my music resonate cause I just wanna motivate. Hope I didn't come too late cause I'm just trying to say the truth. My pops was a monster. Man, that's word to resonate. Turn me to a monster. I think that's in my DNA. Word to my mama, baby, thank you for this handsome face. Grew up in New Orleans, running with my brothers out of date. And all we really care about is getting paid and getting that other shit came with it. So you know just how we play. I'm back, baby. They don't care who congratulate me. Ain't like I graduated. Nah, I'm lying, boy, I graduated cause I'm in a different class. They looking like teachers' pet. I ain't studied for exams. Damn. Ain't like I graduated. Ain't like I graduated. Ain't like I graduated.